It starts before dawn.
I left the house here about 5:30, got here right around 6 o'clock.
Enjoy your ride. Cyclists from all over the country.
North of Seattle.
I live in Overland Park.
I came from Florida today.
United for one reason.
And then eventually the pain in my face got so bad I had to go to the hospital, and that's how got an MRI, and that's how they figured out that I had a tumor in my head.
What happened to Jonas Bottcher shouldn't happen to anyone. Stories like his are so powerful, they inspire others to act.
Put it on Twitter. Use the hashtag.
4 years ago, young professionals, including Polsinelli attorney Jay Heydrich, came up with an idea that had never been done before in Kansas City.
This event there's 3 lengths. There's 15, 35, and 62 miles. And what you do is you start at Power and Light, you finish at Power and Light, only instead of where your rest stops on a normal 5K or whatever it would be, they're barbecue restaurants. So we advertise it as the only ride you'll gain weight on.
I love Kansas City, and I love seeing Kansas City on a bicycle.
Cyclists reach out for sponsors, and some of Kansas City's best-known barbecue joints donate their finest. Proceeds stay in Kansas City to benefit the University of Kansas Cancer Center and Children's Mercy Hospital. For the most part, these cyclists don't know each other beyond their own team, but they all share something in common.
The event is about people, is what it is. And if you just walk through the crowd, everyone has a story.
Sometimes it's a spouse. Polsinelli's attorney Bill Schutte and his wife Lynn have traveled down the cancer path together and survived.
My wife, Lynn, is a cancer survivor.
I think you see the world a little differently. I'm a lucky gal, and just try to help others as they go through it.
Other times, cancer strikes a good friend who didn't win the battle. Heydrich lost a close pal to breast cancer. The pain is still fresh, even after a year.
Someone who's 36 shouldn't have to say goodbye to their family.
This day isn't easy for a lot of reasons. The memories of friends and loved ones lost is everywhere, but tempered by hope and the possibility of making life better for others in the future. The ride may only last a few hours, but to make this day happen is a year-round effort. Heydrich works with countless volunteers. In addition, Polsinelli, headquartered in Kansas City, has embraced the cause and provides legal counsel to Tour de Barbecue.
Kudos to the firm for being a sponsor, and kudos to Jay for all the work he's done.
The firm handles all of our corporate filings every year, does all of our legal work for our organization, and as a nonprofit, there are a lot of forms that need to be filed with the government. They do our taxes, and quite simply, we couldn't function as a group without that support. And being part of a Kansas City firm that supports it is just phenomenal.
In addition to legal guidance, Polsinelli employees take it a step further, putting on their helmets and hitting the streets.
We've had people from our St. Louis office ride in this event, so it is definitely something the firm has been behind.
Legal administrative assistant Marion Millen, who's originally from Chicago, wanted to embrace Kansas City's culture.
I knew I wanted to start doing stuff, so this was a great opportunity to be able to get out and get my bike out.
More than 1,200 cyclists registered this year, and for the first time, Heydrich was able to experience the ride just like everybody else.
I'm looking forward to experiencing it for the first time myself too, and being out there and doing more than just the planning and the execution of it.
Giving back and celebrating what life has to offer is what this day is all about.
Every person who has cancer knows that someday death may come knock on their door. That's just the reality of it. But today's not that day.
This year, Tour expects to raise close to 6 figures, money for research that may one day lead to unlocking answers to help find a cure for cancer.
When you have cancer, you lose your hair, you lose sometimes parts of your body, and sometimes you lose everything. And sometimes the only thing you have is hope.